Hello, good day. You are welcome to this virtual classroom. My name is Dr. Biageli Modebelu. I am your course facilitator for your course, EDF 111, Introduction to Guidance and Counseling. This course is a foundational compulsory course for all learners in Guidance and Counseling Unit in the Department of Education, Distance Learning Institute, University of Lagos. Today, we want to discuss the study session 1 of this course. And it is the nature, concept, and method of guidance and counseling. After you have participated in this lesson today, you should be able to define guidance, define counseling, explain 2 differences between guidance and counseling, state 3 aims and objectives of guidance and counseling, list 3 methods used in providing guidance and counseling services to clients. You will agree with me that to guide or direct is not a new thing. In life, whenever somebody wants to do something that he doesn't know how to do or he doesn't understand how to do, he will seek direction, he will seek guidance, he will seek advice to be able to perform. But you see, the kind of guidance or direction that everybody can give is what we refer to as informal or traditional guidance, which means, for example, a mother directing a child on how to perform a chore or how to take care of the home. That's informal direction or guidance. However, what we are going to study in this course and all your other courses as learners in guidance and counseling is the formal guidance and counseling. So that brings us to trying our hands on the definition of guidance. Guidance is the process of helping an individual to understand himself and his world. If somebody is going somewhere and he doesn't know the way and he doesn't ask for direction, definitely he may not find his way to where he's going. This is why it is very, very important that somebody seeks guidance. It is a process of providing direction as to a decision to be made or a course of action. However, guidance is intellectual or cognitive in nature. What that means is that it provides information. It doesn't go deep into tracing the background of the client or clients. It just gives information and people get the information and act on the basis of the information. The guidance is an umbrella term that is used in describing all other activities in a school system through which direction, guidance, assistance are provided for clients or students to see to it that they succeed in the reason why they enrolled in a school environment. One of the services that are under guidance is counseling. There are other services which you will get to learn in the course of your study. So let us look at the definition of counseling. Counseling is a one-on-one interaction between a client and a professional counselor. You can also take it to mean a person-to-person relationship established to assist an individual, here called a client for counseling, to find solutions to his problem. And such assistance is rendered by a professionally trained therapist who is called a counselor. So it is a one-on-one relationship through which one seeks to help the other person to realize himself, to discover himself, to realize his problems, and be able to act on the basis of this understanding and realization to solve his or her problem. So it is a professional relationship that empowers diverse people, individuals, family, group, in the health sector. And that is why you have different types of counseling. You have family counseling, school counseling, educational counseling, vocational counseling, individual counseling, and so on and so forth. And these are processes through which trained counselors or therapists assist people in living their life to the optimal best. So that is what counseling is all about. So there are differences between guidance and counseling. Remember, I've told you that what we are doing is not advice given. It's not traditional guidance. It is not direction. It is a formalized system that is used in helping clients to discover who they are and then take decisions based on that understanding and also take responsibility of whatever decision they have taken. So guidance here, is a broad program which involves counseling services. Whereas counseling is a service under guidance program through which help is provided to clients. Guidance can be rendered by a non-professional, as I have said. Your mother can give you guidance, your father can give you guidance, your friend can give you guidance, anybody can actually guide you to do something. Whereas counseling is done by a professionally trained counselor. So that differentiates it from what lay people do outside the professional circle of counseling. Guidance is usually initiated by a counselor. So it's a counselor, for example, you want to give students information on how to fill their JAM form or how to fill their WIEC form or how to, protect themselves so that they won't be bullied or protect themselves so that they won't be raped, the girl, children. What you're giving them is just information. And you're the one that initiated it. They're not the ones that came to you to tell you that they need that information. However, counseling is initiated by the client. It is the client that will voluntarily tell you that he needs your help. Even when people refer clients to you, or when you identify a client by yourself, the client may opt out. The client may say, I don't want. And you cannot force a client to give him counseling. Guidance is less personal and less confidential. There's nothing to hide in guidance because it's information that you're giving out. And information you're giving out concerns everybody that is involved. Whereas counseling is more personal and confidential. Whatsoever you are discussing with a client during a counseling session should not be divulged, except in cases where maybe there's a danger. And then you must inform the client that you are divulging this information, maybe to the authorities or to somebody that may also bring another form of help that is needed to solve the problem of the client. So that brings us to the aims and objectives of counseling. The major aim of counseling is to help an individual to achieve self-understanding and in taking wise decisions on the basis of that understanding that he has achieved. So the objectives of counseling include to provide a client with usable information. It's not just any information that he will use in solving his problem or in making a decision or in moving from one point of his life to the next point of his life. Then, another objective of counseling is to collect relevant and valid information about a client. When a client comes to you as a counselor, you need to explore everything around the client. You collect information from the parents, from the friends, from neighbors, from teachers, from a classmate, and even from documents that concern that client. Because when you have this holistic view of who your client is, it can actually help you to assist your client. Then it also includes to encourage and establish a feeling of care and belongingness in the client. When you establish rapport and you establish trust, and your client begins to trust you, and the person sees you're empathic towards him or her, the person will not say, oh, I matter. I'm not even the worst human being on earth. And that will help that client to even come out of whatever the problem is. Then it also helps the client to work out strategies that will enable him to solve his problems. I know that today, having participated in this class, you would have noticed that guidance is an umbrella term under which there are different services which include counseling. And it's geared towards directing, assisting, and helping clients to discover themselves and discover their opportunities. Counseling is a one-on-one relationship or a person-to-person relationship through which a trained therapist helps another person who we call a client counseling in discovering himself and also discovering his opportunities and be able to help himself in his problems. Then there are many differences between guidance and counseling. If you remember, we said that guidance can be given by even non-professionals. Anybody can guide, anybody can direct. However, counseling is given by professionally trained therapists. Guidance is cognitive or intellectual in nature because it provides only information, whereas counseling goes beyond information to really actually dig deep into the background of a client, considers his feelings and his personality and who he is to be able to help him. We also said that guidance doesn't depend on any theory in providing information, whereas counseling needs to lean on different theories of counseling in drawing knowledge with which to help clients. We looked at the aims and objectives of guidance and counseling, which include that guidance and counseling helps clients to understand themselves, explore their options, and take wise decisions on the basis of this discovery and understanding of self. We looked at the aims and objectives, which includes to provide usable information to clients, collecting relevant and vital information about clients with which to help them, manipulating environment to help the client, and also helping the client to realize that he is loved by establishing sense of care and belongingness in the client, among others. We also looked at the 3 methods through which we provide guidance and counseling services to clients, which include group guidance, group counseling, and individual counseling. So having participated in this lesson today, I know you will be able to define guidance, define counseling, elucidate 3 differences between guidance and counseling, state 3 objectives of counseling, and mention the 3 methods of providing guidance and counseling services to clients. Until our next lesson, it is bye for now.